Alright, people, let's look sharp. Sir, what is it, Hicks? Hudson, sir. He's Hicks. What's your question, Private? Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt? All we know is that there's still no contact with the colonists on LV-426, and then a xenomorph may be involved. Excuse me, sir, a what? A xenomorph. It's a bug hunt. And this, my friends, this is the bug that the Colonial Marines are going to try and hunt. Hey guys, it's Archer Mark here, and I'm back with another figure review. And this is a figure that I'm really, really excited to be able to finally show you guys. And really proud to show you, because it's an amazing figure. This is the Aliens Wave 1 Xenomorph Warrior, or Alien Warrior, given to us by Neca. And it's an incredible figure. Ever since this wave of figures was announced, I definitely wanted to get my hands on this. I concentrated on picking up Hicks and Hudson first, and then I moved my concentration to this guy. But it's well worth getting a hold of. He's just an amazing figure. Just the detail, the sculpting, the paintwork is just so incredible. And I'd love to get 2 or 3 more of these guys if I can. One will have to suffice for now. Just really incredible. I'll give you a little closer look at everything in just a moment. First, we'll show you the packaging. It's right here. Typical NECA packaging at this point. You have the Aliens movie logo at the top. And it would pan down. We got a neat little backdrop in the packaging. And the character name, the Xenomorph Warrior. Warning, choking hazard, ages 17 and up. And we look this side here, and you have a good close-up image of the figure itself, just in a really cool pose. Looks really great. And then if we spin this around, again you see, just like on the others, this sort of like grainy camera monitor images of the aliens with the blood splatter and whatnot. Just really cool. Just see, that's the little things that just sets NECA apart. The attention to detail, just even on the packaging. It's just really great. And we take a look at the back. And again, we have the movie logo, Aliens, on the top. And a just cool image on the background of the figure itself. Just another really cool pose. Down here, you see the other characters available. The Hicks Marine and the Hudson, which I've done reviews on a little while back. You could certainly check out my channel, check out those reviews. And of course the Alien Warrior or Xenomorph that we're doing right now. You have the description of the movie here. The sole survivor of the Nostromo, Ripley, is recovered in cryogenic sleep 57 years later by a salvage team. When she is taken back to Earth, Ripley learns that the company has established human colonies on the same planet where the alien attack originated. After all contact with the colony is lost, Ripley agrees to return to the planet, accompanied by a team of Colonial Marines. Together, they will rescue any survivors that remain and confront the alien menace head-on. And that just does not work out too well, if you recall the movie. So anyway, so let's move that over. This is the Alien Warrior, or Xenomorph. And it's just so amazingly done. I mean, I think there have been many Alien Warriors done in the past by NECA and other companies, but this is the best so far. This is by far. You can see all the details on the paint, and you have this sort of like wash over the figure, like so that's giving that sort of shininess and just that wet look. And it's just so, you can see all the details of like the tail and the sort of like back piping things that are very unique to this creature. That elongated, rigid head is just one of the most original and interesting looking alien creatures just ever ever created. And obviously a big hand to H.R. Giger, who designed the original Alien, the original film, and that's where the influence for all the other movies have come from. So you have to hand it to him. Just really cool. Real quick, I'll just point out, this base that you see does not come with the figure. It'd be really cool if it did. I borrowed this piece from another Alien figure from a few years ago. I just put it in there just to help the Alien stand up a little and just make this kind of stand out the way the figure looks, and also just to let you know. I'm going to go over the articulation real quick because there's a lot of articulation, and they did a great job for the most part. Starting with the head. Now you have a ball jointed neck, but the articulation on the head is hindered by the shoulder parts of the Alien, and these sort of like tubes that connect from the back to around like the front of the neck. It can move, backwards and forwards and up and down and all that, but it's a little tight, it's a little restricted because of those pieces. Now that's the design of the creature, so that's the way the figure was designed. Those pieces are in there. They need to be in there because that's what the character looks like. So it's just one sort of slight trade-off there. Another thing you'll notice is the mouth is open, and you have the sort of secondary mouth. Or that tongue that can just kind of lashes out. That goes in and out. You can pull it out even further than the way I have it here. And the jaw moves up and down. You got a good range of motion on that jaw piece, so that has articulation there. You have ball jointed shoulders. There's a swivel on the upper arm, ball hinges on the elbow, swivels and hinge joints on the wrists, ball jointed torso, ball jointed hips, ball hinges on the knees, and hinged ankles. And also the tail. The tail is a very flexible piece. It's got sort of like a wire bend piece, and you can really flex and turn and twist that tail into all sorts of various poses. So you have a lot of range of motion with this character. Again, the one hindrance being the head. Just slight thing, but you could still get some good movement out of there. It's probably the biggest fault of the figure in general. But yeah, again, just detail. I mean, what more could you want? Look at that as the camera focuses and pans down. You could see the detail, the sculpting, the paintwork on the thigh and all over the torso and the head, which I think you're really getting a great view of this. It's just so well done. So I want to make sure you're getting as much of a look at this figure as I can show you. Just the hands and the claws. Just really an amazing figure. I can't recommend this figure more. One other thing that I will mention that is a fault in the figure is it can be a little tricky to stand. I found that if you move the legs into a real wide stance, that helps balance it out, because there's a lot going on in the back, with the piping and the tail and all that, and the head is very heavy. So it can be a little tricky to get the figure to stand if you're going to pose it somewhere. You may have to lean it against something, or just work with it a little, and you'll get a decent standing pose. It just takes a little bit of time and patience, because it's just, like I said, with this all the articulation, there's all sorts of ways to pose it, but it's a little top heavy. So the articulation on the head again is a little restricted, and it is a little difficult to get this guy to stand. I've been a little lucky displaying this recently. Again, I used this display base, and that helped. Even though there's no peg holes at all, even if it came with a stand, there's no peg holes to fit into a peg, which are on this stand, but there's no holes, but it's just kind of placing it on there and just balancing it right. It's just a little tricky. But in general, you know, I've seen a lot worse. I've seen figures that are a lot worse to stand. So there you go. This is it. The NECA Series 1 or Wave 1 of the Xenomorph Warrior. It's an incredible figure. If you're into aliens, if you're into NECA, if you're a NECA fan, definitely pick this guy up. I cannot stress enough. It's absolutely worth the money. And hope you enjoyed this. As usual, you know, comment, rate, subscribe. I hope you really enjoyed this review. And until my next video, so long, and have a good day.